We're gonna be busting 200 myths in 50 hours. Ever since our last myth busting video, you guys have sent us even crazier myths to bust. So for the next 50 hours, we're gonna be busting all of those myths, starting with, you can't ride a motorcycle over water.
Well, that was a waste of 2,000 bucks.
There's a very common myth that you can't use a pogo stick underwater.
Kind of doing it.
He's doing it.
I think that's myth busted.
There's another water myth that if you train underwater, you get stronger. Wait, he's actually working out underwater. That's so cool. Caleb's about to come out looking like a Hulk.
I'd say that's myth confirmed. Look at those before.
You can't pop a balloon or a water balloon with fire. That was way too fast. We're gonna try the water balloon now. That's myth busted. Stepping on a banana peel will make you slip and fall.
Fly banana.
There's also a myth that Cat can't go one day without telling a fat joke. We're gonna check back on this myth later. Are Nokia phones actually indestructible? We have a hammer and a gun just in case. Oh my god. That's definitely indestructible. We have to make sure. They try to fight back. The next myth is you can repel glitter using dish soap and water.
What?
You can relight a candle using only smoke. All right, now I'm gonna blow it out and see if it actually works. You can use your earwax as a candle. Oh my god! That is a lot of earwax! All right, so we just took all of Cat's earwax and turned it into a candle. Now let's see if it lights up. Oh wait, is it lighting up? Eating food on a roller coaster will make you throw up.
Are your socks crushed?
One of the most common myths is the Earth is flat. Well, we have this drone right here, and we're gonna fly to the stratosphere and find out. Oh, that's cool. Well, that's myth busted. You guys saw how round that was.
I've been here for an hour.
You're hitting it the hardest you can, right?
It's as hard as I can hit it.
All right, Caleb, well, I have a tool for you to use.
Oh, finally, I've been here for 3 hours.
What do you mean? It's been like 3 seconds.
Well, the viewers don't know that.
All right, let's not drag this out to be a 10-minute long YouTube video. I'm gonna show you guys and all the other YouTubers how it's done. Let me try it one more time. That was like 50%. I think you guys have been lied to with these YouTube videos for content. I'm pretty sure that makes this myth busted. There's a myth that tomatoes can instantly cure spice. So we're all gonna be eating really hot wings, and Tanner's gonna drink tomato juice, I'm gonna drink milk, and we're gonna see which one cures spice the best.
Dang, Cat, you drink a lot, but little did you know that was my milk.
God! Don't say that!
Did it cure the spice? Did my milk cure the spice?
Believe it or not, this is working really well. How's yours working, Tanner?
It tastes like
That's myth busted.
Wait, you guys need to clean up. Well, at least I know this science trick. Which brings us to our next myth. If you pull a tablecloth off fast enough, nothing on the table will move. Honestly, for the most part, it stayed on there.
Now we're gonna bust a few myths about weight, and the first one being, you gain weight if you don't eat all day. And Alex, I'm gonna have you drink Diet Coke all day to see if you lose any weight. And last but not least, eating at night is unhealthy. If you're not supposed to eat at night, then why is there a light in the fridge? For this myth, we're gonna be testing if it's possible to fly using an air glider. Caleb, are you ready?
I'm gonna die.
And 3, 2, 1.
That didn't work at all.
Well, at least you got some hang time.
I think I got a concussion too.
There's a myth that Sean has never been to jail. Sean's never been in jail, but he's gone to jail to visit Bubba.
Bubba, no. They got me in here for the wrong reason. No, no.
And speaking of Bubba, there's a myth going around that Bubba isn't a real person. Well, if Bubba isn't real, then who was Sean on a date with? Who is that? The next myth is wearing a hat makes you more athletic. I had no clue Alec could dunk a basketball like that, which actually brings us to the next myth that you can fit 2 basketballs inside a rim. And while we're at it, Alex, why don't you go ahead and finish that milk? Because the next myth is drinking milk strengthens your bones.
I think that broke my ankle, so that's myth busted.
It's impossible to drink water when you're upside down. Oh my God, this is so weird. You can't, right? You literally can't because it's falling out of my nose. Working out actually stunts your growth. Well, Sean here has been working out for the last couple of months. And Sean, would you say working out stunts your growth?
Huh? No, I've grown.
Sean, you're still the same height.
No, but this grew. But that's from a different kind of workout.
No. You can use a balloon as an eraser. Wait, is it? It's not working. It's actually not working. As you guys can see, it didn't work, but I think it's because YouTube wants you guys to subscribe. So why don't you guys bust that subscribe button for us? Eating an apple seed can kill you. Also, eating an apple seed will cause an apple tree to grow inside of you. Well, I'm not dead, so we just have to wait to see if something grows inside of me.
Oh, I think I see something growing.
You do?
No, that's just your big belly.
You know, that's also myth confirmed that cat can't go one day without telling a fat joke.
It's not a joke if it's the truth. It's not my fault.
There's a myth that animals are born with a natural instinct to swim. Tokyo has never been in the water before, so we're gonna test that out. Wait, that's so cute! Which actually brings us to the next myth that you can't teach an old dog new tricks because Tokyo is nearly 10 years old and she just learned how to swim. Drinking a gallon of water a day is good for you. We're gonna check back on this one later. You can't teach a cat how to sit or shake.
Sit. Shake.
No!
Here you go.
It is impossible for cats and dogs to get along. A really powerful laser can pop through balloons.
No way!
Another cat myth is cats love milk. Cats actually can't have milk because they're lactose intolerant, so myth busted.
Wait, that's not the right milk.
The next myth is you can milk anything with nipples.
I have nipples. Can you milk me?
Wait. I didn't know you could do that. I might just go milk myself right now then.
No.
Just like the movies, you can climb out a window using your hair.
Yeah, I'm about to make good use of this here.
What?
You got it, Sean. Trust me, Sean.
I'm so scared. Oh my god.
I knew it was gonna rip.
Now we're gonna see if twins are the same speed.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's go, guys!
Come on! Go! Alex, you got it!
Myth busted! So we're gonna see if... Oh! Now we're gonna see if twins have the same strength.
3, 2, 1, go!
Go, guys! Push! Come on, Alex!
He's gonna win, he's bigger.
WWE is fake. Right now we actually have a WWE superstar here with us and Brian. Off the record, is WWE fake?
Fake! You want to see if it's fake? No! Is no one gonna wrestle me?
I will.
Ref?
No. It's vengeance.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
We're gonna bust a couple myths about bullets. The first one being bullets retain lethal speed after being fired into the water. And that one's actually a myth because bullets lose their lethal speed 3 to 8 feet into the water. And the next myth about bullets is firing a bullet straight into the air is safe. And that one's actually a huge myth because there's been a few people that have actually died from bullets falling out of the sky. So the next myth is...
Wait. I have a myth for you to bust. You guys don't let your subscribers spin the wheel, subscribers.
We're gonna bust that myth right now. Why don't you guys spin the wheel and we'll let you guys split the money, okay? Well, this is good for us, but bad for you guys. I will give you guys $100 each instead.
Actually?
Yep.
I have another myth to bust. You guys are mean people.
You know, I don't think that one's true because our New Year's resolution is to actually have you guys in our videos more often. You can use hairspray as a flamethrower. Whoa! Women are bad at driving.
Man, she drives just like your mom.
The next myth is Tesla cameras can detect ghosts. So we're driving through a cemetery right now. We're gonna see if we can spot any ghosts.
What is that? Guys, it shows a ghost. It's a ghost and there's no one here. Disappeared.
All right, I'm gonna go check it out.
Alex, no.
I have to check it out, Alan.
No. Alex. Hi, sisters.
All right, so now that we busted the quick and easy myths, it's time to bust the crazy and expensive ones. So make sure you watch the rest of the video. A very popular myth is lightsabers are made of light. Well, that's actually false because they're made of plasma. Sean, are you okay?
I might not be able to feel the force, but I want to feel you.
No!
Bring that booty here!
Cotton candy dissolves in water. Moment of truth here. Yo! No way! Dude, it's like a bath bomb. Oh my god, there's nothing left.
I wish this was cat's bath water.
You can break out of a car window while underwater. If you leave cookies out on Christmas, Santa will eat them. We're gonna leave these overnight and see what happens.
2 hours later.
So Sean and Kat just woke me up because they heard some strange noises in the kitchen and we're gonna go check it out. Wait, that's not Santa?
No, but it's a fat man in red.
Really, Kat? If you drop a penny off a skyscraper, you can actually kill someone. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait, that didn't hurt.
If you drop a basketball straight down with backspin, it actually falls forward. Okay, we're gonna have to try this somewhere a lot higher.
Oh, go, go! Go!
If you perfectly stab through a bag of water, it won't leak.
What the? Dude, that's so cool!
It's actually not allowing any water to pass through.
Now that's science.
Bananas and Sprite make you throw up. There you go.
Damn, I
Okay.
wish I was that banana.
Now, chug it. So I guess that's myth confirmed.
That ass.
Hell no!
Shame on you, shame on you. Wished I had my belt right now.
There's a myth saying that we won't hit 20 million subscribers. Well, I think that's a myth for you guys to bust because in our last video, you guys also said we want to hit 10 million subscribers and we busted that myth. And the video also got to 1 million likes. So let's try to get this video to 2 million likes. Acid will eat right through a bathtub. Stay back, Alan. Watch out! Alright, clearly acid does not eat through a bathtub, which brings us to the next myth that flex tape does stop a water leak. If you fill up your bathtub with Coke and Mentos, it'll cause your bathtub to explode. 3, 2, 1! It's actually kind of going. Okay.
According to my scientific calculations, it just needs a little stirring. All right.
Violent video games make you violent.
What the hell? What's going on?
The next myth is Alex loves Indians.
Oh, we all know that's not a myth.
I wonder why.
It's the Indian power!
Another very common myth is humans only use 10% of their brain. We have Caleb hooked up on her brain scanner, and as you guys can see,
According to the data, I'm using way more than 10% of my brain. If I was using 10%, I wouldn't be a scientist.
if you put an egg in a dog's mouth, they won't break it. She thinks it's a toy. It's impossible to escape duct tape. Oh! It's impossible to karate chop through a cinder block.
There's a scientific technique to do this.
Alex, just sit on it.
If you bite into Martinelli's apple juice, it sounds the exact same as biting into an actual apple. Apparently, if you pour salt on strawberries, bugs will come out. Yeah, I don't see any bugs. Pretty sure those videos are fake and this is myth busted. Which brings me to my next myth. If you throw salt over your shoulder, it's supposed to give you good luck. Did it work? And while I'm at it, knocking on wood gives you good luck. So I'm gonna have to check back on these later. It's impossible to swallow a spoonful of cinnamon without drinking water.
You swallow?
It really isn't possible. Well, you know what else is impossible? You can't like, comment, and subscribe at the same time. Try it. You can't. It's impossible. YouTubers don't give away real money.
Oh, well, that's myth confirmed. But not you guys.
The next myth is girls don't poop. Why'd you just make that noise?
I just used your bathroom. I forgot to flush.
What's that sound? You guys hear that?
What was that?
It's coming from the bathroom.
Wait a minute. Was that Sean?
I think Pat left some in the bathroom. Dinner is served.
Apparently if you sneeze and no one says bless you, it's bad luck. Also, if you see a black cat, it's bad luck as well. Me and Alex played in Spider-Man No Way Home, and that's actually a myth confirmed because we were. And another myth is that Tanner played in Attack on Titan, and that's actually not a myth because not only did Tanner play in Attack on Titan as the Beast Titan, but Sean also played in Attack on Titan as the Cart Titan. The next myth is you can't walk a cat. Go! Go, walk! Oh, he's walking! Oh my god, you can walk a cat! He's supposed to be walking in front of you. This doesn't count. Alright, I guess that's myth confirmed. If you cut a Ziploc bag with a heated knife, you actually get 2 Ziploc bags that's completely sealed. Whoa! It actually worked. You can store stuff in here, watch. No way! There's a myth that drinking alcohol raises your body temperature. What are you?
96.8. I just like to make a toast to real money.
The real money!
This wine's ass. 96.5, so my body temperature is actually lower, which makes sense because alcohol dilates your blood vessels, which can create a sensation that your body is
Alright, we
warm.
get it, Caleb. It's myth busted. Stop showing off. Okay. So there's this myth of Sean going around that he got kidnapped, and we actually have video proof that it did happen. One of the most common myths is the sun is yellow. What do you think about that one, Dr. Science Caleb?
Well, the sun is actually white because it's over 10,000 degrees. The yellow we see is just an effect from our atmosphere. So, myth busted.
Stepping on a crack breaks your mama's back. Hey mom, is your back okay?
Yes. Why?
That's myth busted. The next myth is your dad likes to spank you. Well, I'm pretty sure that's not true.
I wish that was me.
Harder, harder, give it back up, harder. Eating beans makes you fart. And you guys might be wondering why I'm eating beans with a carrot, and that's because biting off a carrot requires the same force as biting off your finger. The reason why you can't bite off your finger as easily as a carrot is because your brain actually stops you from doing so. A dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. Wow, all right, that's a perfect sample. All right, Alan, now swab your mouth. Okay. Oh my God, that's so much more. Wait, that's way more. There's a myth that some people have a harder time losing weight than others due to their metabolism. Yeah, I mean, no matter how hard I work out, I just can't lose weight. I guess it just runs in a family.
Whoa. No one runs in your family.
Come on. Okay, that's it. Okay. That's it.
So we have this electric shock pad right here, and we're gonna see if it works or not on Kat's hair. Here we go.
Big ass forehead.
Put on real easy. Oh yeah. You can put like 10 of those, huh?
You better hide those or my YouTube.
We're checking back to see if Kat's hair grew at all, and let's see here. Oh my God, poor girl. Her hair's so thin, there's no way it works. Poor Kat. It's like, wow.
You are so mean.
I've been sitting here thinking, and I've been kind of down and dump. Calling me fat is kind of getting to me. I know I am, but I don't want to hear it all the time. You don't have to keep saying I'm fat.
I can tell it's really bugging you, Dad.
It is. You need to leave.
Dad, it's okay.
Cat, you need to leave.
While we're on the topic of hair, bleaching your hair actually makes it thinner, and I would say Kat's a prime example of that. Another myth about hair is eggs will make your hair thicker. Ooh! I don't know about you, but it does look a little thicker to me. Take off your f***ing shoes, dude. The beans work. The beans work. The next myth is getting your neck cracked actually makes you taller. 3, 2, 1. Oh!
A few moments later.
All right, Caleb. See you guys later. See you later, man. See you later, man. Have a good night, you guys. See ya. You got a lot taller. It's definitely myth confirmed. Eating a lot of food will put you in a food coma. We're gonna eat all of this and see how we feel. We just got done eating pretty much all of the food, so we're gonna check back to see how we're feeling in a bit. Checking back on if eating a lot of food puts you in a food coma. I'm pretty sure that's myth confirmed. Which brings me to my next myth. Slapping someone will instantly wake them up. I still think pouring water on someone's a lot more effective. A blizzard won't fall out of its cup. Whoa. A coin flip is 50-50. So we flipped it over 100 times and it seemed to land on tails a little more often because coins tend to fall on the heavier side. Taking an ice cold bath actually makes your body feel better than a warm shower. It's already cold, bro. All right. Ah! Oh, I touched my nipple. Oh God, it's so cold. Oh, that's look at that. Oh, wait, what? Oh my God. Well, I feel pretty good. How do you feel, Caleb? Cold. That actually brings us to the next myth that being cold gives you the cold.
Well, that's not true. Being cold just weakens your immune system.
How do you know all this stuff?
Well, I'm something of a scientist myself. But I am cold.
A person's tongue instantly sticks to ice. Ah! Whoa! Ah! There's a myth that sharks can actually smell your blood from miles away. It is possible to knock someone's socks off. The toilet is actually the dirtiest place in the house. So we're inside our guest restroom right now, and there's been a lot of ass on this toilet, so we know it's gonna be really dirty. Here we go. Ew. We're also gonna be testing to see how dirty your phone, keyboard, and money is. Let's find out how dirty a toilet really is. Wait, that's so much more germs than Tokyo's mouth. What is that though? All right, as you guys can see, that's actually the dirtiest thing so far. I need to disinfect my phone. We have Sean here who's gonna help us bust the myth.
Bust a myth? I thought I was gonna bust a
The next myth is that all bacteria is bad for you, which is actually myth busted because you have over 100 trillion bacteria in your body that help you digest food and fight off germs. There's bacteria in that yogurt you're eating.
Checking back on if wet hair makes you sick. Mark, do you feel sick?
No, but the chef's chair is sick.
Mark, no one wants to see that.
Everyone wants to see it. What do you mean?
Just for that, the next myth that we're gonna be busting is waxing hurts more than shaving. And Mark, that chest hair is coming off.
Okay, fine, but only if this video gets 1 million likes.
Guys, if you don't want to see Mark's chest hair anymore, get this video to 1 million likes.
over the nipple.
Oh, not the nipple. 1, 2, 3. So Katz has farted, and I'm gonna test the myth to see if lighting a match will get rid of a fart smell. Yeah, it's not working. I need to get out of the car. Toilets flush the opposite direction in the southern hemisphere. You could literally see it last second rotate counterclockwise. Lucky for us, we actually have a friend in Australia right now. Alright, could you flush the toilet for me? All tigers are aggressive. That's only true if tigers see you as prey. But that day, I outmuscled a tiger. I was a king of the jungle. Going in the hot tub makes you lose weight. We already weighed ourselves before we came in here, and it's been 30 minutes now, so we're both gonna step out and see how much weight we lost. Oh my goodness. I lost half a pound.
Well, it's still myth busted because it's just water weight, and next time you drink water, you're gonna gain that weight back.
Lightning can't strike the same place twice. Well, the Empire State Building has actually been struck about 50 times, making that myth busted. Only male dogs hump. Well, we actually have video proof of Tokyo humping Sean. What? And I think Tokyo learned that one from Sean.
Bruh, it's a girl.
Checking back on the good and bad luck myths from earlier, seeing a black cat actually isn't bad luck. Black cat themselves are the ones with bad luck because they're the least adopted cats. And as far as all the other good and bad luck myths, nothing good or bad has happened yet, so I want to say myth busted on those. So in our last myth video, there was this myth going around in the comments saying Alex is fat.
Whoa, Alex, stop thinking you're fat. You are, but stop thinking about it.
Cat, you need to leave.
We're busting 1,000 movie myths in 24 hours. Have you ever watched a movie scene so insane and thought, can this happen in real life? Well, for the next 24 hours, we're gonna be busting all of the most popular movie myths, starting with in Pirates of the Caribbean. They were able to breathe underwater by flipping a boat upside down. Dude, oh my god, this is so cool. The next movie myth is humans can fly if they have wings. All right, we're gonna have to try somewhere a lot higher. 3, 2, 1!
Well, that didn't work either.
And Superman wearing glasses, hide your identity.
Alex, we could still tell it's you, for obvious reasons.
Uh-oh, Richard! Uh-oh!
Keep my son's name out of your f***ing mouth.
In Indiana Jones, it's possible to disarm a gun using a whip. Oh! Another myth from Indiana Jones is you can't bring a sword to a gunfight. In the movie Matrix, it's possible to dodge a bullet. In Back to the Future, if you drive a DeLorean 88 miles an hour, you can time travel. We have the actual DeLorean from the movie, and we're gonna test that myth out. In Hunger Games, there's a myth that every single person who had to survive on the island did not have to poop. We're leaving you here for the next 24 hours and see what happens. What? In Disney movies, if you kiss a frog, it will turn into a prince. Well, that's myth busted.
That's because you kissed the wrong frog.
In Star Wars, stormtroopers have terrible aim. Well, we have a real life stormtrooper right here, and we're gonna put that to the test. As you can see, this is myth confirmed, but another movie myth is guns don't run out of ammo. And that one's clearly a myth because we just ran out of ammo.
I'm not scared of having nothing to wipe with. I'm just scared of the myth Bigfoot. I would not want to see him out here. What is that? What the?
In 007, James Bond is able to keep his tuxedo completely dry by wearing a wetsuit. Wait, it stayed dry for the most part, so I would say that's myth confirmed. A popular movie myth is the hero can fight 10 people at once. So as you guys can see, that's myth busted because in real life, they don't take turns. They all jump you at once. Now, Alan, are you okay? I think I need a senzu bean. You know, that's funny because that's the next myth that we're busting, that senzu beans can heal any injury. A popular movie myth is when two swords collide, one will break. I guess that's myth busted. In action movies, you can walk away from an explosion unharmed. In the movie Like Mike, wearing Air Jordans allows you to dunk. So this is without Air Jordans, and this is with Jordans, signed by Michael Jordan. And that brings us to the next myth that according to the movie Air Bud, golden retrievers know how to play basketball. Oh my god! So as you guys can see, that's actually myth. Well, that's myth confirmed. Kids in movies never have time for breakfast. All right, bye, Dad.
Wait a minute, you're not going to eat your breakfast?
No, we're running late.
Oh, no, you don't.
And Batman, if you use the bat signal, Batman will appear. This bat signal has been on for the last 30 minutes, so that's myth busted.
No littering. Litter bug.
In scary movies, people are able to communicate with ghosts using a Ouija board. Tanner, where's the Ouija board?
A Ouija board? I thought you guys said Luigi board.
Why do you think we're in a graveyard? Are you sure you want to do this after what happened last time?
Nah, it's not gonna happen again, is it?
Oh, whoa, whoa. In Scooby-Doo, most of the time, the ghost is someone you know. So let's figure out the identity of this person. All right. Wait, what the? There's another mask? Another mask?
Whoa! Is that Sean?
No, that's just a beanie. Okay, I think we got one more. So it's the next morning, and we're not even halfway done yet. We still have so many more insane movie myths left to bust, but before then, let's go wake up Sean.
Good morning, Sean.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to bust out the next myth that if you rub a genie lamp, a genie will appear and you get a wish. Kat, you want to help me rub it?
No.
In the movies, they make it seem extremely easy to break into a safe. Alright, that's myth busted. It's not easy to break into a safe. According to the movie Mulan, a lucky cricket is supposed to bring you good luck. We're gonna have to check back on this one later. Another myth from Mulan is women are just as strong as men.
Well, that's myth busted! Because women will never be strong as men!
In Harry Potter, you can fly if you have a magic broomstick. Expecto Patronum! Well, that didn't work.
That's because you used the wrong spell. Erecto Patronum.
No. In Titanic, there's a myth that both Jack and Rose could have fit on the door.
It didn't work!
I think we just busted one of the biggest movie myths. Jack could not have fit on the door.
Yeah, well, he also wasn't 500 pounds.
Oh, God.
Fast and Furious is a movie all about racing. Wait, Why are we fighting? Shouldn't we be racing or something? That's not what Fast and Furious is about anymore. Oh, you're right.
The next movie myth is you can't fly and go scuba diving on the same day. Well, I was on a flight this morning and I'm gonna go scuba diving to see if that's true.
Last time we tested a myth if 100 balloons can make you float. This time we have 1,000 balloons.
All right, look.
No, wait, I'm not ready. All right, just kidding. It doesn't work. In Popeye, eating spinach makes you stronger. Without the spinach,
Oh, I can't do it. You can't do it. No,
now with the spinach. A very popular anime myth is you run faster when you do the Naruto run. So this is our time before. Alex was 7.12.
Caleb was 6.37.
And this is our time with the Naruto run. In Avengers, only Thor is able to pick up his hammer. Now the reason I was able to pick up his hammer is because I've been told I look like Thor.
Yeah, Thor from Endgame.
What the hell, Kaz?
Captain America's shield works like a boomerang. It always bounces back to him.
Well, that's not coming back.
Dry ice is used in movies to make a smoke screen.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, it's freezing!
This is just like a smoke screen.
In movies, cops don't write pretty girls tickets.
All right, hitting a trash can, reckless driving.
I thought you didn't give pretty girls tickets.
You're right, we don't. Have a good day, sir.
In the movies, they use breakaway props, which don't hurt whatsoever. Give me that! Where are you going? Zach!
A few moments later.
Well. Look who's in the hospital now.
What are you doing here?
I got you a present.
Watch out! Here's the cover with a and the legend killer picks up the victory.
If you put your tongue on a frozen pole, it gets stuck. Oh my God!
It was a fake tongue.
In movies, guns work underwater. Another movie myth is you can't get shot when you're underwater. It's not even breaking the surface of the water. There's a myth that you can only make one phone call when you first get arrested. Well, that's actually myth busted because you can make as many phone calls as you want. No! The second movie myth about prison is there's a big boy in there named Bubba and he'll protect you, but then you have to do whatever he wants.
Bubba's been waiting on his Valentine's Day.
In Spider-Man, if you get bitten by a spider, you get superhuman strength. I mean, I look like I have superhuman strength, but do I actually have superhuman strength? I want to see this Alex versus Brian.
If a grenade is thrown at you, you actually have enough time to throw it back.
Oh, okay, there's clearly not enough time to throw it back. If there's a hole on an airplane, then you instantly get sucked out.
Well, this one's actually true, but movies exaggerate. The hole would have to be extremely big for you to get sucked out.
If you pee in a pool, the chemicals will change the color of your pee. What the?
What? Oh my God! What?
In Finding Nemo, if you flush something down the toilet, it ends up in the ocean. I have this goldfish right here to test it out. And while that's flushing, we have a plumber here, and Sean, where does all that water go?
In newer homes, it goes to the sewer pipe, then it gets recycled to the sink, shower, and bathtub.
Right now, we're gonna bust a few movie myths about twins. The first one being twins have the same fingerprints. This is my fingerprint, and this is Alan's. So there you have it. Twins do not have the same fingerprint. The second movie myth about twins is twins have the same Face ID. So this is my phone right here, and Alan has never registered Face ID on it. I'm in. And now let's see if Alan can get in. No way! As you guys know, Tanner played as the Beast Titan in Attack on Titan. But what you might not know is Tanner also played as the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. And there's a myth that when Belle kisses the Beast transforms into a prince.
That didn't work.
Well, still doesn't change the fact that I played in both films.
So our dad hasn't seen our mom in over half a year, and since today's his 70th birthday, we decided to surprise him with the best present ever. All right, Dad, you can take off your blindfold.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Dad.
I told your brother on the way to the airport. Much I miss your mom.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday.